What's up, people? It's Jay checking in again. Remember, get these videos out there, share them with somebody, get me seen. I got to be a comedian. You know what I mean? All it takes is one person to see it, and I get a job. You know, I can either write it or I can say it. I don't give a shit. Just get me a chance. Share these videos. A while back I was talking about how pot smokers were spoiled nowadays with all the good pot that's out there and stuff, and people were like, well, kids are still spoiled, and I'm like, yeah, don't get me wrong, I have kids too, and a 10 and a 14-year-old, and I'm absolutely baffled, but I'm kind of pissed off at about all the new technology. Why? Because I'm not going to get to enjoy it. I'm 47. I can only imagine, the stuff they're doing now, what they're going to be doing when they're my age, or what their kids are going to be doing. It's going to be freaking phenomenal. It's hard to actually comprehend, really, when you think about it, because, I come home the other day from work and my son's sitting on the couch and I'm like, hey Logan, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm playing on Xbox with my friend. I'm like, oh really, where's your friend? He's like, oh, he's in Sweden. Sweden? Really? You're playing with some freaking kid in Sweden? When I was 10 years old, the only time I could talk to another friend was the next day at school. And now you can talk to somebody in Sweden? They're 10 years old. They're playing games with other 10-year-olds around the world. That pisses me off. You're lucky if you had 2 or 3 friends, you'd go knock on the door and, you had to go out play out in the sun. You couldn't sit at home and just chat to somebody halfway around the world. And then on top of that, now I got a 14-year-old daughter. Yeah, that's fun. All that stuff's starting to happen. She's treating me like my ex-wife. Spitting image, you see what you sow, or you reap what you sow, or however that goes. But anyway, she comes out of the room the other day and she's like on her, iPhone, and she's like, oh my God, I can die now. And I'm like, what the frick? I go, don't say stuff like that. What do you mean you can die now? And she goes, I just got retweeted by Harry from One Direction. Harry from One Direction really retweeted you, so you can now leave the earth a happy girl. You're 14 freaking years old. There's a lot of other better things than getting retweeted from Harry that's going to happen in your life than that. Okay, so that's why technology pisses me off, because they just take it for granted and they act like where's it coming from? So besides One Direction, who listens to that band? To me that's like 5 erections. I don't get it. Technology sucks. Well, although it is helping me get these videos out, so you gotta like it. I do like it in that aspect. So, anyways, just I'm baffled.